Hey guys, today I'm filming my Hit or Quit It thoughts on hauls number 83. Before we get into this video, I wanted to talk about a few things. So for my hair today, I am wearing the insert name here Lola ponytail in the shade Honey. I love this. I think this looks so pretty and chic, and the hair looks so real and nice. I love it. And in my last video, I was wearing the Jordan pony. If you want to see what that looks like, I'm going to have a whole video on both of them, but I just wanted to wear them and play with them a little bit more. But I'm really liking it. Again, like I told you guys in my last video, this is my first time ever using any hair extensions or hair attachments and add-ons and things, and I'm loving it. Also on my eyes today, I'm wearing the Glam Light Ice Cream Dream palette. So if you're not familiar with my thoughts on hauls videos, basically I'm going to be reviewing all the products I featured in a haul video from a year ago to let you know my current thoughts on those products. I will have my original video linked down below, and I'm going to list all the items. I am filming this on July 3rd, so there is a lot of firework action happening right now. I will try to edit around it, but you might hear it, and I don't know what kind of fireworks my neighborhood has, but they sound like freaking cannonballs, and if they make my baby cry, I'm gonna be upset. First are some things I'd gotten from Sephora, and one was the KVD Vegan Beauty Current Crush Creamfoil Longwear Eyeshadow in Crystal Rose. It was a beautiful shade. It swatched so nicely. The most foiled looking shadow ever. But if I'm remembering correctly, it applied terribly on the eye, not smoothly at all. It creased, and it for some reason did not look as foiled on the eye as it did when I swatched it on my hand, and I just was not impressed, so that did go back. The next thing I think was in my yearly favorites from last year, and this is the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. I was lucky enough to get this when it was available at Sephora, but this is something you can buy from Manny's website. And you have 6 blushes in here. I think this is the best blush palette. I was really excited for the Jaclyn Hill blush palettes that came out, and I'm not going to be buying them. I want to buy them, but I just can't, because I only like half the shades in each of them, because she did a cool tone palette and a warm tone palette instead of doing like a light to medium tan to deep version, which I wish she did. I would have been all over it if I could get the 3 lightest shades from each palette, but I guess that's good. It's going to save me money because those are expensive, but this palette is incredible. I love the packaging. It is so gorgeous, and the shades in here are so nice. So you have this one shimmery blush, and the rest are matte, but you have a baby pink, a nice shimmery, warm pinky peach color. This is almost like MAC Peaches. This is a little bit more pink in it. This is a bit more of like a rosy plum, and then this is a rosy brown, and they're very pigmented, so I have to go in lightly with these darker shades, but they look beautiful. I love every single shade in here, and that is very rare, but I know that's not going to work for everyone. Namely, this lightest baby pink is really not going to work for people that have a deep skin tone, but you can mix and match. But if you do have like fair to tan skin, I think this is incredible. I hope Manny will release another version of this or another blush palette. But if you do have a deeper complexion, I do think you might like, at least from what it looks to me color wise, the Jaclyn Hill blushes, because they seem to be pretty pigmented. But I absolutely love this. I'm so happy to have that in my collection. Everything about it is just absolutely perfect. I remember at first I was disappointed because the picture on the Sephora website basically looked like 6 different versions of coral, and when I got it in person I was like, what happened? So I wish that the color was accurate to what I was getting, but I ended up being so much happier because there's more variety. And next I got a product with a code. That would be the Smashbox Vitamin Glow Primer, which is one of their newer primers to their range, and it kind of felt like a thin moisturizer. It didn't provide too much glow. I didn't like it. I ended up passing it on. I do prefer the VDL Lumalayer and the Becca Backlight Priming Filter if I'm wanting a glowy primer. And then I got a 100-point perk of the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the Amethyst shade, which is a very pretty dusty purple color. And I highly recommend, whenever you see the Laura Mercier or the Bobbi Brown shadow sticks as 100-point perks, you should totally pick them up, because I think they're valued This is half the amount of product you get in a full size for the Laura Mercier, and the full sizes are $29. That makes this $14.50, and the Bobbi Brown's around the same. So it's a great value. So for that reason alone, I'd say pick it up. But I love the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks. I love the size of them because it's very easy to apply to the lid no matter what size your lid is, I would say. And they're very pigmented. They're very long wearing. They don't crease on me. You have a little bit of time to blend them out, but they will set down. You can use them on their own, but I use them as bases. I have so many of them and I love them so much. I just wish that she would make other shades in minis so people have an opportunity to get more minis of these, or more of the shades in mini versions. But I absolutely love this. Highly recommend. Then from Ulta, I got the ColourPop She's Got Solstice palette, which was an Ulta exclusive. This is a 9-pan palette here, and there are no pressed glitters, which is amazing. This is like a super shock, and then you've got some shimmers and mattes. This is so pretty. This is probably my second favorite ColourPop palette. If you guys know me, you can guess what the first one is. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. If you guess the Sweet Talk palette, then you are correct. But I also love this one as well. I think it pairs really nicely with the Sweet Talk, but it's so beautiful. So a lot of like peaches, pinks, and then you have this like light sagey dusty green. So pretty, performs so well. I wish that this was a palette that was available on their website. That was like a permanent palette so more people could get it, but I absolutely love this. I'm so happy to have that in my collection. Then I had gotten the Super Shock Shadow in Cheap Date, which was a gold color, and I have gotten rid of it because it did dry out for some reason. The Super Shocks I've gotten from Ulta tend to be kind of dry, not as hydrating as the ones from the ColourPop website for some reason. But I didn't love that one. I thought it was nice. I don't love gold on me personally. It has to be like a certain kind of gold. Urban Decay Half Baked is one of the best golds ever, but it's not like a true gold. For a true gold, I loved ColourPop Get Lucky. That is one that I panned and was discontinued, so I wasn't able to repurchase it. But I just don't need a gold, but if you like golds, I do think you will like that one. And then I had gotten a Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pop because it was on sale. This is Unleashed. It is a purple color. And the one thing I hate about this new packaging is that the shadows 9 times out of 10 come broken. And what's super annoying is that they do come with a sifter, but the sifter is outside of the packaging and in the box. Can't you just put it in the box? Because it's not wet, so it doesn't really like mush back together the best. It is doable, and I haven't tried putting in any like Duraline with it. It definitely does press back together. You gotta be careful though, but that's what this looks like. And I actually used it for the first time this spring, and I contemplated getting rid of it because I just wasn't as in love with the shade. It isn't the most metallic, which is my favorite thing about these chrome pots, is because they just look so metallic and foiled on the eye. This one doesn't as much. I also am not as in love with this color. It reminds me of like a blurple kind of color, so I am going to keep it for now. I want to test it more. This was a limited edition shade anyway, but I do recommend the permanent shades and the regular line in general. They are on sale right now for 4th of July at Sephora, but I only saw like 2 shades available, so I don't know if that means they're getting discontinued or not. I'm not sure if they're on sale at Ulta or not. I hope not. I think these are amazing, definitely underrated, pricey, but really good. So if you are able to get some on sale, Sephora, Ulta, the Tarte website, please pick them up. I highly recommend them. Just that one's not my favorite. I don't think it lives up to the others. Then I had a MAC Loud and Clear eyeshadow in Keep Still. It was a really pretty, like warm peachy shade, and it was a matte, and I would have kept it, except it felt so similar to some other shades that I have from ColourPop, Secret, Softcore, Labyrinth, and then like MAC Free to Be. It was just in that color family, and I already have 4 shades in that color family, so I couldn't quite justify it. I did like it more than the other ones that I had, but I didn't want to get rid of the other ones that I have. I just returned that one to get my money back. And then the last thing from Ulta would be their large Z palettes. I got these for a really good deal, and they don't make this pattern anymore. They have a new pattern that I think is actually really, really pretty. I do like it. And if you're wanting a Z palette, do not buy from the Z palette brand. Buy the collaboration with Ulta Beauty because it is counted as a drugstore product. So you can use a $3.50 off $15 coupon on it. But also the Ulta brand goes on sale all the time. I've been able to get these for a really good price, usually about half off based on different sales. So definitely keep an eye out. I like the Z palette brand better than other brands because it does have this clear top. I have a lot of Z palettes, so I want to know what's inside without having to open them all. And I have the same pattern except for one leopard print Z palette, but the rest of them are the same pattern. So I love that it is a clear top magnetic palette. This is my summer Z palette. I absolutely love these. Great quality, the same quality as regular Z palettes. So definitely recommend you guys get those if you're interested. They are about $20, but again, you can always get them on sale. Then I purchased some things from OFRA. I think their things were like 35% off, and I was so excited to finally be able to get some products from the Samantha Marsh collection. And I did not pick up her highlight because I have the two shades individually, but I did get her River bronzer. So it has a matte side and a shimmer side. And ouch, I pinched my finger. And then I also got her Chick Lip Blush Duo, which also has a shimmer side and a matte side. I have not used these yet, I know. So it's been a freaking year at this point. I mentioned these in my unused makeup collection video, which I will link in the cards. I am trying to work on those products. When it gets to the end of the year, I want to have none of those things left as untried. We'll see if I can get there, but I believe that I'm going to test these out in July. So I will update you in my monthly makeup ranking, but I am excited to try these because I've never tried any other OFRA blush. No, I have tried an OFRA blush in Rendezvous, like a little mini I gotten, but I haven't tried any OFRA bronzers, only one blush. I love their highlights though, so I am excited to try those. I know people love them. So you'll hear my thoughts in July. And then I got an eyeshadow palette in Sweet Dreams, and the center shade here is a Pillow Talk highlight, and then you just have 4 of their regular shadows. This eyeshadow is a satin, and then the other ones are matte. These are my kind of tones. I think they're so beautiful. I like the eye looks that I make with this, but they're not that different from one another. And the formula is just okay for me. It's not insane. And I think it was very smart putting that highlight in there because the highlight formula is very metallic and impressive, but I don't know what their regular shimmer formula performs like. But this is something that I'm not ready to let go of, but I would be okay if I never had purchased it. And then I got a free gift of the lip gloss in Pink Panther. It was like a sheer lighter pink color. I didn't like this gloss formula at all. I can't remember if it was like sticky or smooth or thick, or I just know I didn't like the way it felt on my lips, and I definitely won't buy any more. And again, I'm glad that was just a freebie. Then from New Beauty, which used to be that like New Beauty test tube brand back in the day, that was like a subscription box. So they have something called like Freebie Fridays where the product is free, you just have to pay for shipping, which is either $4.95 or $5.95. And for that week, it was a 1 ounce bottle of the Sunday Riley A+ high dose retinoid serum, which this is probably at least a $70 bottle. And I have no idea why this is part of the deal. I'm not complaining though. They do still do those Freebie Fridays. I haven't purchased any other ones besides this, but such a good deal. This is the serum that I'm using right now, and I enjoy it, but I'm not sure what it's doing for my skin. I still have very teenage skin where my biggest concerns are acne, oils, and pores. I do have some fine lines in my forehead, but I'm not super concerned with like using anti-aging skincare. So I don't know if I have the best type of skin to really notice results with this, but I'm gonna be using it every single night. So By the time I use it up, hopefully I'll be able to tell what something I would repurchase or not. But yeah, for $6, it was absolutely worth it for that price. And then from Walmart, I got something that was on clearance. This is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Cleanser. They had a couple different versions that went along with their masks. And this is the Detox Brighten Clay to Mousse Cleanser. I've used up many of this before. I loved it. It is like a really creamy consistency. It does feel very cleansing. It's really good for my oily skin. And this is normally about $6. It was on clearance for $3. Haven't used it yet. As you guys know, I use my products oldest to newest in my Rolling Sample Project Pan series, which I will link in the cards. So I haven't used that bottle yet, but I do love it. But because it is on clearance, I'm not sure if it's available anymore. If it is, I do think it's a really good product. And then from eBay, I had purchased a Natasha Denona single shadow. And that is because for some time period, when you signed up for the Allure Beauty subscription box, as your welcome gift, you would get one of 3 Natasha Denona single shadows. And I think that her singles retail for $20 to $25. So I have all 3 now that were in the Allure Beauty box. I made sure to buy each of them, and I waited till they were a really good price. I can't remember what it was, but I want to say $6 or under, including shipping. And this is a shade Aubade or Aubade. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. But this is available in the Sunset palette. All 3 of the singles that I have, which would be Morgana, Bronzage, and Aubade. All 3 of those are in the Sunset palette, which I don't have. And I actually got rid of the ColourPop dupe of it as well. So I think this is great quality. I'm super happy to have it. And I'm like, ooh, Natasha Denona. And I got it for a great, great price. So if you can still find these on eBay or Mercari, I recommend picking them up. They're very nice. They perform very, very well. And then I had gotten a freebie of the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength 2-step system. I have not used that yet. I definitely need to. And then I got a PR package from Pixi with the Rose Makeup Remover Wipes. I don't know how well it removes. I declutter those because I cannot stand the rose scent, and it was very strong. The Glitter Eye Quad in Rose Bronze I put in a giveaway, so I can't review that. The H2O Skin Drink Pure Hydration Gel. I didn't love it. It just didn't do that much for me. I actually ended up decluttering it recently. I didn't like it for day or night. I have other stuff I'd rather use. I could have finished it, but I have stuff I'd rather use. But then the last thing was this little mini of the Lip Lift Max Gloss in the shade Peony Bloom. I'm wearing it today. This is what it looks like on its own, so it's not as opaque as it looks like in the tube. But earlier today, I put on MAC Blankety, which is a pretty light nude lipstick, and put this on top. So beautiful. I really enjoy the formula of this gloss. It is super smooth and not sticky. A really nice scent. It's like lightly minty when you put it on, but the scent does go away pretty quickly. And this is something that was in my chopping block, but after wearing it today, and especially wearing it over Max Blankety, I'm gonna keep this and use it up. It doesn't come with too much product. I've panned many of this in a different shade in the past, but I really do like those glosses. I would recommend them. And that is everything. So those are my thoughts on a bunch of products. I am really happy to see that I do love most of them, and there's only a couple things I have not used, but I will be using them next month, so that will be great. I will have not used them for 13 months, but that's fine. I will have used them at some point. They're powder products. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. So anyway, guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on all these products in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.